We welcome you all with our love and respects. Now, to begin, let us invoke for the presence of our beloved Guru Swamiji in our inner space by starting with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nityanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasyaadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Satgurum Tam Namami. Next, let us chant the Shiva Mula mantra 11 times. Om Ham Haum Shivaya Namaha. 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 We will now enter into the Achamaniyam cleansing process. Take an udharani of water in your right palm and keep your right palm in the shape of a cow's ear. Drink the water after the following mantra and repeat this for each of the following mantras. Om Atmatattvam Shodhayami Swadha. Take another udharani of water. Om Vidya Tattvam Shodhayami Swadha. Take one more udharani of water. Om Shiva Tattvam Shodhayami Swadha. Wipe your mouth twice from right to left with the base of your right thumb. Wash your hands. Wipe your upper and lower lips with your right index, middle and ring fingers. Wash your hands. Now with your right index and thumb joined together, touch your right nostril and left nostril. With your right ring finger and thumb tips joined together, touch your right ear, left ear, your right eye, left eye, and then your right ear, left ear. With the tips of your little finger and thumb joined together, touch your navel center, your right chest and your left chest. With all your fingertips joined together, touch the crown of your head, the right shoulder, the left shoulder, and your heart center. Let us now enter into the Sankalpa mantra, the conscious resolution. Let us now make a conscious resolution to build a yogic body which will radiate the state, space, powers, being, and superconsciousness of Paramashiva. Place your left palm on your right thigh, your palm facing upwards. Clasp it with your right palm as we enter into the Sankalpa mantra. Mamopata samasta duritakshaya dvara Shri Sadguru Prityartham Shri Nityanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Shri Nityanandeshwara Paramashiva Prityartham Shubhe Shobhane Muhurte Adya Brahmanah Dvitiya Parardhe Shri Shvetavaraha Kalpe वैवस्वतमन्वन्तरे अष्टाविंशतितमे नित्ययुगे प्रथमे पादे जम्बूद्वीपे भारतवर्षे भरतखण्डे मेरोः दक्षिणे पार्श्वे शकाब्दे अस्मिन् वर्तमाने व्यवहारिके प्रभवादीनां षष्ट्याः संवत्सराणां मध्ये विलम्बिनाम संवत्सरे उत्तरायणे लक्ष्मीवेङ्कटेश्वर ऋतौ कुम्भमासे शुक्लपक्षे पूर्णिमायां शुभतिथौ मङ्गलवासरयुक्तायाम् आश्लेषानक्षत्र शोभनयोग विष्टिकरण एवं गुणविशेषणविशिष्टायाम् अस्यां शुभतिथौ श्री कैलासोन्नत द्वादशान्त श्यामला पीठारूढ़ श्री मीनाक्षी सुंदरेश्वरा भिन्न स्वरूप परशिवपुत्र रत्न कुमार गुरुमन्यतुल्यावतार श्री पार्वती स्तन्यपान लब्ध दिव्य ज्ञान विश्रुत सकल निगमागम सारभूत द्राविड वेद प्रवर्तृ श्रीमत् परमशिव करुणा समधिकत मुक्तामय चतुरश्रयान गीयमान छत्र चामर श्रीचिह्न काहलादि समस्त बिरदावल्यलंकृत ज्ञान विज्ञान चक्रवर्ती सर्वजन संघ सद्यो निर्वाण दीक्षा व्ययापवर्ग वर्ष विश्राण जीमूत परमत कलभ केसरी शैव सिद्धांत स्थापनाचार्य श्री राजाधिराज पांड्य महाराज गुरु क्षपन शाक्यादि महांधकार निवारण ज्ञान भानु वीक्षणा नरहार्ह ध्वजोच्छेदन पूर्वक श्रीमत् वृषभ ध्वज स्थापक शैव समय कर्तृ सर्वज्ञ पीठारूढ़ श्री जगद्गुरु श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक स्वामी वागीश सुंदर माणिक्यवाचक स्वामिनाम अवतार भूत श्री ज्ञान संबंध स्वामी पुनरुद्धृत श्यामला पीठ महासंस्थान ज्ञान साम्राज्य शासक सर्वज्ञ पीठारूढ़ त्रिनवत्युत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान महानिर्वाणी पीठस्य अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामंडलेश्वर अटलपीठस्य अष्टोत्तर सहस्रतम अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री अटलपीठाधीश्वर धर्ममुक्तिस्वर्गपुर स्वर्णपीठस्य त्रयोविंश गुरुमहासन्निधान श्रीमत् परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्यवर्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ नित्योत्सव नित्यमंगल नित्य कल्याण नित्य रचित नित्यानंद पीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासन पीठ कर्तृ कैलास पुनरुद्धारक जगद्गुरु श्रील श्री भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिन् प्रीत्यर्थम श्री सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूप भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवं कृपा कटाक्षेन पूर्ण आरोग्य युक्त दृढ़गात्र यौगिक शरीर सिद्ध्यर्थम परमशिव शक्ति आविष्करणार्थम सकुटुंबस्य ज्ञान वैराग्य जीवन मुक्ति प्राप्त्यर्थम नित्यानंद योगाभ्यासं करिष्ये. Wash your hands. Om apavupasprishya and place the Udharini and Panchapatram away from you.
So let's begin with the first asana, Sukhasana. We're going to be sitting comfortably in a cross-leg position, head, neck and spine straight, index finger and thumb together in Bindu Mudra. Now we're going to also be engaging all three bandhas. So we're going to lock the chin to the chest, sucking in the stomach and contracting the perineal region, ensuring you're taking a deep inhale in, holding the breath. Visualize Paramashiva in the third eye, Sukhasana.
तत्सुखासनमित्युक्तं अशक्तस्तत्समाचरेत् आसनं विजितं येन जितं तेन जगत्त्रयम्.
Now we're going to move in, bringing our legs into Padmasana. Inhale, raise the arms up in Namaskar Mudra. Engaging all the three bandhas, taking a deep inhalation in, then locking the chin, sucking in the stomach, contracting the perineal region, visualizing Mount Kailash in the third eye, Parvatasana.
अथ वक्ष्ये महादेव पर्वतासनमङ्गलं यत्कृत्वा स्थिररूपी स्यात् षट्चक्रादिविलोपनम्.
We're going to bring the arms down now, one hand holding the other behind the back in Parusha Mudra. Extend the legs, bringing the soles together, and on the exhale, bring the forehead down to the ground by the heels. Engaging all the three bandhas, taking a deep inhale in, lock the chin to the chest, suck in the stomach, contract the perineal region. Feel the internal fire burning inside. Visualize Swamiji in the third eye. Halipavasana.
पूर्वविधिया होमे जानो उभे पगतली संपुटठानो पिष्टपछेदो उकरल्यावो दक्षिणकरसो वामगहावो पिष्टिहथेल्यां की है जोई अंसु सहित भूमि धरे सोई पुनिललाटि भूपरिठाने एड्यां लगता माहियाने.
And from here, inhale, rising up. Then on the exhale, we're going to come forward, bring the soles together by the body, bringing our cupped palms onto the floor in Anjali Mudra. We are also going to be engaging all the three bandhas with this asana again, visualizing snakes in the third eye. Nagi Pavasana.
पूरब विधि पर्यागाने नीचो होई कलहूनी फनास्यो लगाई हाथ आगाने धरती लगावे पसारी दो हाथ की अंजुली करे भूयडी परि लगावे दृष्टि नासा अग्र आसन को गुण शरीर बिथा जाई.
Now from here, we're going to grab hold of the big toes in Prana Mudra. Inhale up, straightening the legs out in front of you, and then bringing them back into Padmasana. Bringing the elbows down onto the mat. Engaging the Uddiyana and Mula Bandha, that is sucking in the stomach and contracting the perineal region. Kokilasana.
अथान्यदासनं वक्ष्ये येन सिद्धो भवे नरः अकस्मात् वायुसञ्चारं कोकिलाख्यासनेन च ऊर्ध्वे हस्तद्वयं कृत्वा तदग्रे पादयो सुधीः वृद्धाङ्गुष्ठद्वयं नाथ शनैः शनैः प्रकारयेत्.
And from here, inhale, rising up, stacking the ankles and the knees. Going to be holding the opposite elbows, gazing at the nose. Rotate the arms in both directions. Engaging all the three bandhas, taking a deep inhalation in, holding it, locking the chin to the chest, sucking in the stomach, contracting the perineal region. Visualize Swamiji in the third eye, gazing in your inner space, Netyasana.
गोड़ा बावा पाद की आश माहिली सोय दच चरण को वारिलौता परिगुल्फ समोय वाम पाद को माहिलौ बहुरो गुल्फ जुजान तापरि गोड़ा दच की आश बारिलिट्टान बहुरी भुजा दो उकर की जो कहुन्या लगती प्रकारो सो भुज पसारी अधर करी राशे नासा दृष्टि वचन नहीं भाषे दो हाथ सो आडे वाई मथे भुजा मथान की नाई सकल पवन मथ्यो यूप जावे सो पुनि नेति नाम कहावे.
From here, we're going to take a deep inhale in, and then we're going to come up onto the hands and feet, hips up. Now we're going to scoop the nose down to the mat in a circular motion repeatedly. Engaging the Uddiyana Bandha, sucking in your stomach. Gazing into your inner space, we're going to be visualizing an elephant in the third eye. Gajasana.
व्युब्जं पादाग्रे भूमौ कृत्वा लम्बी भूय मस्तकाग्रे निधाय नितम्बं ऊर्ध्वमुन्नमय्य नाभिलक्ष्यं भूमौ नासिकामानीय हस्तदलपर्यन्तं नयेत् इत्थं पुनः पुनः कुर्यात् गजासनं भवति.
Stopping the motion here, we're going to start alternating the heels off the mat. Slowly breathing through the nose, we're going to be visualizing a bear in the third eye. Engaging the Uddiyana Bandha, sucking in the stomach, Rikshasana.
एकैकं पादमाकुञ्ज गजासनं कुर्यात् रिक्षासनं भवति.
From here, we're going to take an inhale and rise up. Fingertips at the heart center in Hridaya Mudra. We're going to be balancing on the big toes. Feeling the internal fire burning inside, take a deep inhale in, lock the chin to the chest, sucking the stomach, contract the perineal region, engaging all the three bandhas, Vaishyasana.
केशेन पादयुगलं त्वद्वा तिष्ठेदधोमुखः अथ वैश्यावक्ष्ये यत्कृत्वा सत्यवान् भवेत्.
Now we're going to come into half squatting position, moving to the first karana. This one is called Urdhvarjanu. Now we're going to bring the heels together, toes outward, knees very wide apart. Back of the hands resting on the waist. As you can see, our model Rudra, she's doing a very good job. Lift the right knee towards the chest in a circular motion. Simultaneously, the respective hand follows the foot movement. Repeating it just a few more times. And from here, we're going to bring the right knee to the chest, moving into Balalingasana. Holding the knee, interlacing the fingers. Engaging all the three bandhas. Take a deep inhalation in, sucking in the stomach, contracting the perineal region and locking the chin to the chest. Visualize yourself holding a child, Balalingasana.
एकं जानु उरसि आलिङ्ग्य स्थातव्यं बाललिङ्गनं भवति.
Inhale, we're going to bring the foot to the buttocks, holding the foot with both arms. Okay, and knees are as close together as possible, engaging all the three bandhas, visualizing Swamiji, Padapidasana.
स्थित्वैकस्मिन् पादतले कराभ्यां वेष्टयेतनुं पृष्ठे संस्थाप्य यत्नेन पादपीडनमासनम्.
Now we're going to catch the inside of the foot. Inhale, bringing the right hand in front of you and raising the back leg as high as possible. Catch a dristi point. That's the focusing on one point so that you can keep your balance. Natarajasana.
उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकं नटराजं त्रिकोणं च सुप्ताङ्गष्ठप्रसारणे.
Coming back down, we're going to switch legs on the opposite side back to Balalingasana. Grabbing the knee, interlacing the fingers, engaging all three bandhas. Visualize yourself holding a child, Balalingasana.
एकं जानूरसि आलिङ्ग्य स्थातव्यं बाललिङ्गनं भवति.
Inhale, bringing the leg to the back, to the buttocks. One hand holding the other, knees as close together as possible, engaging all three bandhas, visualizing Swamiji, Padapidasana.
स्थित्वैकस्मिन् पादतले कराभ्यां वेष्टयेतनुं पृष्ठे संस्थाप्य यत्नेन पादपीडनमासनम्.
Catching the inside of the foot. Inhale, lift the leg up. Front arm comes right in front of you. Engaging the Mula Bandha, contracting the perineal region. Visualizing Nataraja in the third eye, Natarajasana.
उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकं नटराजं त्रिकोणं च सुप्ताङ्गष्ठप्रसारणे.
From here, we're going to come into Aramandi, moving into the next karana. Crossing the ankles, right foot behind, heel raised. The left hand is on the chest while the right hand is making a pendulum movement. The fingers are moving inwards towards the palm and then outwards, with the little finger guiding the way. Now, the right hand is placed on the nose, uncrossing the ankles, heels together. Right hand is now pointing to the floor. We're moving into the skeleton dance. So with the skeleton dance, we're going to be closing our eyes, becoming aware of our body. We're going to start shaking furiously, imagining yourself simply as a skeleton.
ஊரெல்லாம் ஒன்னாகி கும்மாலம் அடிச்சோம் பார்க்கப்பட்டதால சக்திகளை அடைஞ்சோம் நெற்றி கண்ணால் இந்த உலகத்தை பார்த்தோம் உன் கையாயிருந்து நோய்கள் குறைகளை தீர்த்தோம் சாதிசனம் பிரிவின்றி ஒன்னாக குவிஞ்சோம் தீட்சையினால் சிவ சமுதாயம் படைச்சோம் சிவனே குருவாய் வந்தாய் மழையாய் அருளை தந்தாய் பாதம் பணிந்து தொழுதோம் ஜீவன் முக்தி அடைவோம்
அடியக்கா பட்ட கஷ்டமெல்லாம் போதும் நித்யானந்த சாமி கிட்ட கை கூப்பி போவோம் காத்து கருப்பு அண்டினாலும் தன்னால ஓடும் பில்லி சூன்ய பேயெல்லாம் மாயமாகி போகும் ஏஞ்சாமி கிட்ட எழுந்திருச்சு வாக்கா குலசாமி தொட்டா எதிர்கால ஷோக்கா வாய கட்டி வைத்த கட்டி பொழைச்சாலும் கூட தாய போல தாங்கி நிற்கும் நித்யானந்த சாமி காவரசா போலாம் இனசா வாழ்வா பெறலாம் நித்யாசாமி நமக்கு நெஞ்சில் தானே இருக்கு
ஏற புடிச்சு உழுகிற போதும் எங்க சாமி நிக்கிற பாரு வரப்பு மறைய விலகின பூமி கொடுப்பது நம்ம நித்தியானந்த சாமி படகில் உதவோ துடிப்பின போல வாழ்க்கையை கடக்க உதவிடும் சாமி
So moving into the next kata, now we're going to stand in Aramandi again. This time we're going to have our wrists crossed above the head with our hands open like a flower, like a lotus flower. Now from here we're going to turn to the right while opening up the arms. Arms are horizontal, stretching them out as much as possible. And then coming back and crossing the wrists over the head and switching sides. It should be a very graceful movement. As you can see, the arms are nicely moving from the left to the right. And from here, we're going to bring our arms up straight, stretching them up as high as possible, moving into Tadasana. Feeling the internal fire burning inside, we're going to contract the stomach, sucking it in, contracting the perineal region, gazing in your inner space. Visualize a palm tree in the third eye. Tadasana.
महामुद्राबद्धकोणौ ताडासनविभेदकान् विनोत्तानं सदा कुर्यादतर्वत्निपतिप्रिया.
Coming into Aramandi, we're going to bring our hands horizontal at the chest, palms facing each other. And now we're going to alternately thrash the heel, one heel at a time. And we also switch the palm position. So the palm that's facing downwards, that's the heel that's going to be raised off the mat. You should feel yourself balancing on your toes as you raise the heel. Now we're going to exhale and bring the arms down by the feet. Deep inhale. And then on the exhale, bring the head as close to the knees as possible. Feel the stretch at the back of the legs. Slowly breathing through the nose, engaging all three bandhas. Visualizing Swamiji in the third eye, Uttanasana.
महामुद्राबद्धकोणौ ताडासनविभेदकान् विनोत्तानं सदा कुर्यादतर्वत्निपतिप्रिया.
Walk the feet to the back of the mat. Going to come into a planking position. Alternate the chin to each shoulder. We're going to take a deep inhale in and keeping the chin as close to the chest as possible. Engaging all the three bandhas. Visualizing Swamiji in the third eye, Tarakshvasana.
गजासनवस्थित्वा मस्तकं वारं वारं दक्षिणकुक्षिं सव्यकुक्षिं नयेत् तरक्ष्वासनं भवति.
Now on the exhale we're going to lower our body to the mat. The palms are on the floor right below the shoulders, flattening the feet. Now we're going to raise the chest using the lower back muscles. And we're going to have our mouth open, breathing and inhaling through the throat. Engaging the Mula Bandha, visualize a cobra in the third eye. Bhujangasana.
अङ्गुष्ठनाभिपर्यन्तं मधो भूमौ विनिन्यसेत् कराभ्यां च धरां धृत्वा ऊर्ध्वशीर्षः फणीवहि देहाग्निवर्धते नित्यं सर्वरोगविनाशनं जागर्ति भुजगी देवी भुजङ्गासनसाधनात्.
Tuck the toes in, raise the hips up. We're going to alternate the knees to the chest continuously, engaging Mula Bandha, visualizing Swamiji in the third eye, Shashasana.
गजासन संस्थितौ जानुद्वयमाकुञ्ज्य वारं वारं कर्तव्यं शशासनं भवति.
Stopping the motion, we're going to bring one foot between the hands. And from here, we're going to start jumping the feet alternately, bringing one foot after the next to the front. Engaging Mula Bandha, visualize a chariot in the third eye, Rathasana.
गजासन संस्थितौ एकैकं पादं पुरो मार्गेण भ्रामयित्वा कर्तव्यं रथासनं भवति.
Now from here, stop the movement. We're going to bring one of the feet to the front. Inhale, raise the body up. Bring the arms over the head. Also with this, you can also hold a weight if you want to have a more intense experience. Now the front leg should be at a 90-degree angle from the mat. The back leg should be at a 45-degree angle. Virabhadrasana.
वासिष्ठमथ कौण्डिन्यम् ऊर्ध्वकुक्कुटमेव च अष्टावक्रमथोत्थानं मयूरं सेतुबन्धनम् उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकं नटराजं त्रिकोणं च सुप्ताङ्गष्ठप्रसारणे.
Switching sides. Now also visualize the god Virabhadra in the third eye. Slowly breathing through the nose, engage the Ujjana and Mula Bandha. Virabhadrasana.
वासिष्ठमथ कौण्डिन्यम् ऊर्ध्वकुक्कुटमेव च अष्टावक्रमथोत्थानं मयूरं सेतुबन्धनम् उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकं नटराजं त्रिकोणं च सुप्ताङ्गष्ठप्रसारणे.
Now we're going to ground one foot to the mat and bring the opposite leg into the inner thigh as close to the perineum as possible. Once you've found your balance, we're going to bring the palms to the center of the chest in Namaskara Mudra, and then inhale, lift the arms up as high as possible above the crown chakra, Sahasrara chakra. Engage the Ujjana and Mula Bandha. Vrikshasana 1.
वामोरुमूलदेशे च यां यं पादं निधायतु तिष्ठेतु वृक्षवद्भूमौ वृक्षासनमिदं विदुः.
Exhale, bring the arms down, press the foot, the same leg that you have up, onto the outer thigh. Coming down, bending the knees slightly, palms together, Namaskara Mudra at the heart. Visualize the eagle Garuda in the third eye, Garudasana.
गरुडासनमावक्ष्ये येन ध्यानं स्थिरं भवेत् सर्वदोषाद्विनिर्मुक्तो भवतीह महाबली एकपादमुरौ बद्ध्वा एकपादेन दण्डवत् जङ्घापादसन्धिदेशे ज्ञानव्यग्रं व्यवस्थितं एतदासनमाकृत्य पृष्ठसंहारमुद्रया आराध्य योगनाथं च सदा सर्वेश्वरस्य च.
Now we're going to switch sides back to Vrikshasana 1, grounding one foot and bring the opposite foot to the inner thigh, raising the arms up, Namaskara Mudra, as high as possible. And we're also going to be visualizing a tree in the third eye, Vrikshasana 1.
वामोरुमूलदेशे च यां यं पादं निधायतु तिष्ठेतु वृक्षवद्भूमौ वृक्षासनमिदं विदुः.
Exhale, arms down, bring the foot now onto the outer thigh, bending the knee slightly, hands in Namaskara Mudra, visualizing Garuda, the eagle, Garudasana.
गरुडासनमावक्ष्ये येन ध्यानं स्थिरं भवेत् सर्वदोषाद्विनिर्मुक्तो भवतीह महाबली एकपादमुरौ बद्ध्वा एकपादेन दण्डवत् जङ्घापादसन्धिदेशे ज्ञानव्यग्रं व्यवस्थितं एतदासनमाकृत्य पृष्ठे संहारमुद्रया आराध्य योगनाथं च सदा सर्वेश्वरस्य च.
Bringing the leg back down, we're moving into Trikonasana. So we're going to step the legs apart. Inhale, bring the arms parallel to the floor. Now, on the exhale, we're going to bring the right arm or left, whichever arm you prefer, forward and down. Stretching the arms opposite from each other as much as possible. We're going to gaze past the arm that's above. Engaging Mula Bandha, visualizing a triangle in the third eye, Trikonasana.
उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकं नटराजं त्रिकोणं च सुप्ताङ्गष्ठप्रसारणे.
Coming back up, switching sides. And also with this asana, you have the option of holding the weights. It will help to intensify it as well. Trikonasana.
उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकं नटराजं त्रिकोणं च सुप्ताङ्गष्ठप्रसारणे.
And from here, we're now going to come up. On the exhale, bring the arms down, step the feet together, palms together in Namaskara Mudra. We're going to start balancing on the toes, engaging the Uddiyana Mula Bandha, visualizing Swamiji in the third eye. We have a new pranayama. Okay, so for this one, we're going to buzz the breath like a bee. Angustasana.
कबन्धा सबमित्याहुः गोरक्षासनमेव च अङ्गुष्ठमुष्टिकं ज्ञेयं ब्रह्मप्रासादितं तथा.
Bringing the fingertips to the mat, we're going to stretch one leg forward right in front of us and also stretching the toes, flexing the foot, engaging the Uddiyana Mula Bandha. Visualize Swamiji in the third eye, Shaurasana.
प्रसार्यैकं पादतलं संस्थाप्य त्वेकपादकम्.
Inhale, lift the right arm up. Then on the exhale, grab hold of the toes. Left hand is placed on the left heel, engaging all three bandhas. Visualizing Swamiji, Vidunanasana.
गुल्फस्थितौ पादमेकं प्रसार्य तत्पादाग्रं संस्पृशे तत्करेण गुल्फं चान्यमं धारये तत्करेण धूनं पीठं चाभ्यसे चोभयत्र.
Bring the right leg back. We're going to switch sides, back to Shaurasana on the opposite leg. Try and flex your foot and raise those toes as much as possible. Sucking in the stomach and contracting the perineal region, visualizing Swamiji in the third eye, Shaurasana.
प्रसार्यैकं पादतलं संस्थाप्य त्वेकपादकम्.
Inhale, lift the left arm up. On the exhale, grab hold of the toes, feeling the stretch in your back and the back of the leg as well. Vidunanasana.
गुल्फस्थितौ पादमेकं प्रसार्य तत्पादाग्रं संस्पृशे तत्करेण गुल्फं चान्यमं धारये तत्करेण धूनं पीठं चाभ्यसे चोभयत्र.
Okay, bringing the leg back. We are now going to be balancing on the toes, knees together. Place your palms facing upwards on the knees, gazing between the hands, engaging all the three bandhas. Lock your chin to the chest, suck in your stomach and contract the perineal region. Brahma Jurankusasana.
दो उफना पानी होय वैसे एडी दो गुदानी वैसे कौरपग थलिया की माहिली आयस माहिराशे मिली दो उगोड़ा आगे आने सूधो करी ऊंचाले ठाने हाथ दो उले ऊपर धरे उभे हथेली सुधी करे गोड़ा मधि दृष्टि को करे ऐसी भांति ध्यान को धरे समग्री व समर राशे काय सुर को गही आकर्षे वाय.
We're going to now spread the knees wide apart and then place them onto the mat. Hands are placed on the knees. We're going to gaze at the tip of the nose, engaging the Uddiyana and Mula Bandha. Visualize the sage Kapilasana.
उभे पग थली समटहरावे तिनको माहिली कोर मिलावे फना पानी उकड़ होय वैसे एडी दो उजोनी निवैसे गोड़ा दो भूमि लगावे समर शरीर नीका टहरावे हस्त दो गोड़ा परिराशे नासा दृष्टि अचल करिदाशे.
Now staying in the same position, we're going to shift the gaze from the nose to the third eye. Engaging Uddiyana Mula Bandha, visualizing Swamiji in the third eye, Bhadra Korakasana.
दो ऊपग थली संपुट करे कोरवारिली भूपरिधरे कोरवारिली राखे ऐसे तापरि मूल द्वारि टिकी बैसे गोड़ा पीड़ी भूप परिदाखे हाथ दो ऊ गोड़ा परि राखे दृष्टि त्रिकुटी मध्य जुठाने ताको गोरख भद्र बखाने.
From here, we're going to come up and balance on the toes, moving into Suryasana. Knees are up and wide apart. Bringing our hands together with our fingers spread, thumb and little fingers touching in Padma Mudra, raising the arms up as high as possible, gazing through the hands. Now Surya means sun, so imagine your looking through your hands at the sun. Suryasana.
येडी दो उगुदा तरी आने फना पानी बैठक पुनिठाने गोडा जंग अधर करी रहे आडे बाम इसी विधि कहे दो उभुजा नभ दिशा पसारे कमल स्वरूप अंगुरी धारे पहुंचा मधि छिद्र पुनिठाने छिद्र विषय पुनि दृष्टि जु आने.
Lowering the arms and knees, relaxing on the toes, sitting between the heels, palms on the knees. We're going to start twisting the tongue in the mouth. This is called Manduki Mudra. Engaging the Uddiyana Mula Bandha, visualizing a frog. Gazing through the third eye. Mandukasana 1.
पादतलौ पृष्ठदेशे अङ्गुष्ठे द्वे च संस्पृशेत् जानुयुग्मं पुरस्कृत्य साधयेन् मण्डुकासनम्.
Inhale, arms up, and then we're going to place our hands onto the opposite shoulder. Continue rolling the tongue, Manduki Mudra. Engaging the Jalandhara Bandha, locking the chin to the chest. Visualize a frog, gazing through the third eye. And continue buzzing the breath like a bee, Uttana Mandukasana.
मण्डुकासन मध्यस्थं कूर्पराभ्यां धृतं शिरः एतद्भेकवदुत्थानम् एकदुत्थानमण्डुकम्.
Lowering the arms, we're going to cross the right ankle over the left, sitting on the heels. Hands on the knees, gazing at the nose. And we're actually going to be visualizing a lion. And as you're doing so, have a strong exhalation out, with your tongue sticking out of the mouth. So taking the inhale in through the nose and then out through the mouth. Simhasana.
दक्षिणं सव्यगुल्फेन दक्षिणेन तथेतरं हस्तौ च जाह्नौ संस्थाप्य स्वाङ्गुलीश्च प्रसार्य च व्यातवक्त्रो निरीक्षेत नासाग्रं सुसमाहितः सिंहासनं भवेदेतत् पूजितं योगिभिः सदा.
Alright, from here we're going to uncross the ankles, bring the soles together, sitting on the heels, knees wide apart. We're going to cross the hands behind the back, holding the opposite toes. Continue buzzing the breath like a bee, engaging the Jalandhara and Mula Bandhas, locking the chin to the chest, contracting the perineal region, visualizing Swamiji, Bhadrasana 2.
गुल्फौ च वृषणस्याधो व्युत्क्रमेण समाहितः पादाङ्गुष्ठौ कराभ्याञ्च धृत्वा च पृष्ठदेशतः जालन्धरं समासाद्य नासाग्रमवलोकयेत् भद्रासनं भवेदेतत् सर्वव्याधिविनाशकम्.
From here we're going to come up into a squatting position. Knees are spread wide apart. We're then going to reach in and around the knees with our fingers locked behind the back, gazing at the nose. Continue buzzing the breath like a bee and visualize a crow. Kakabusandhyasana.
प्रथमे वैसक उकड़ठाने दो हाथ पकाव्य छिजा आने तिनको मोड़ी नलिया परिल्यवे पिष्टि पछे काकसी करवे.
From here we're going to place the palms on the floor, shoulder width apart, hips up, knees above. We're going to now start balancing on our elbows, bringing the knees to the elbows. Gazing forward and down. Continue buzzing the breath like a bee, engaging Uddiyana and Mula Bandha, visualizing Swamiji, Kani Pavasana.
आसन को गुण आशि दुषिता होई तो आछी होई.
And from here we're going to actually bring the head onto the mat. Knees are still balancing on the elbows. We're going to stretch the legs up. Engaging the Mula and Uddiyana Bandha, visualizing Swamiji. Kapaliasana.
शीस शीशा धरती टेकी पग दो मिलिवा ऊंचा कुकरे पग थली आकाश दिशि सनमुष राशे दो हाथा की हथेली दो पाशत्या धरती टेको दृष्टि नासा अग्र आसन को गुण रहे कपाली आसन जाम से तपाल होई.
Okay, coming back down, slowly lowering the legs. From here, we're now moving into Parshva Mayurasana. Palms are placed on the ground, shoulder width apart. We're going to bring our knees to one side of the body. And from here, we're going to press the knee and the hip, leaning forward onto the elbows, balancing on the elbows. Stretching the legs to the side. Continue buzzing. From here, we're going to be slowly inhaling through the nose, engaging the Uddiyana Mula Bandha, visualizing a peacock. Parshva Mayurasana.
मयूरं दण्डवत् कुर्यान् मायूरं दण्डनामकं कुर्यान् मायूरं पार्श्वाभ्यां मायूरपार्श्वनामकम्.
Switching sides. Continue visualizing a peacock. Balancing on the elbows. Parshva Mayurasana.
मयूरं दण्डवत् कुर्यान् मायूरं दण्डनामकं कुर्यान् मायूरं पार्श्वाभ्यां मायूरपार्श्वनामकम्.
Bring the legs back down. Now we're going to jump our legs into planking position, bringing one leg over the shoulder with the foot between the hands, slowly breathing through the nose, engaging Uddiyana Mula Bandha, gazing through the third eye. Visualize Bhairaganatha Asana.
Asana ko gunapiti jai.
Switching sides.
Asana ko gunapiti jai.
Okay, and now we're going to come into a planking position, bringing the forearms onto the mat with our hips up as high as possible, balancing on the toes, engaging Uddiyana Mula Bandha, gazing through the third eye, visualizing Swamiji, Unmukapita 2.
Bhunyastau janunihastau chatushpadamavangmukham utthapitangriyugala gatisthalamabhiruka.
And from here, coming back into a planking position, we're going to roll ourselves to one side with one hand supporting the body. The opposite arm is raised to the sky. Try and stretch your arms as much as possible and gaze past the hand. Engaging Uddiyana Mula Bandha, gazing through the third eye. Visualize Sage Vashisthasana.
Urdhva kukkuta vasishtha marichihala matsyakam parivrittim chodarasya vividham dhanurasanam.
Switching sides. And also holding one of the weights is optional if you want to intensify the asana. Vashisthasana.
Urdhva kukkuta vasishtha marichihala matsyakam parivrittim chodarasya vividham dhanurasanam.
Alright, coming back into the planking position, we're going to jump our legs forward. Stretching the legs and flexing the toes. We're going to be sitting on our on upturned palms. Engaging the Uddiyana Mula Bandha, visualizing a Hanuman, gazing through the third eye. And now, as you can hear, we have a japa playing in the background, Maha Sadashivoham. So what you want to do with this is actually rotate this mantra in your throat, visualize it circulating around the throat. Anjani Asana.
दो कर की उभे हथेली कोरवारिली मेले भेली सो आंगाने भूपरिदाशे महाने अंगुली मिलिराशे अंगुष्ठ छीदाराशे दो ई पुनः हथेली पिष्टि जुजोई तापरि मूल द्वार टिकी बैसे बहुरयो जुगति करे एक वैसे कहुन्या माहिली आशि मिलावे हाथ उत्र सौ लगिया रहावे बहुरो लावा पाव पसारे फना ऊर्ध्वयेडी भूधारे अंगुष्ठ अवर गुल्फ माहिला राशे गुड़िया करे नहीं शुला साधे नासा दृष्टि लगाई ताको हरस रोग सब जाई.
Inhale, arms up, and on the exhale we're going to come forward and down, holding the big toes in Prana Mudra, engaging all the three bandhas. And if you want to just push it a little bit further, try and take a deeper inhale in and then stretch forward, grab hold of the toes, bend that back forward, lock the chin to the chest. Paschimottanasana.
जानु परिललाटं तु पश्चिमं ताणमुच्यते येन केन प्रकारेण सुखं धार्यं च जायते.
Inhale, rising up. We're going to place our hands behind the neck now, interlacing the fingers. And now we're going to exhale, bring the chest forward and down. Try and hug your knees with the elbows, engaging all the bandhas. So lock your chin to the chest, sucking in the stomach, contracting the perineal region. Visualize the goddess Kali, Ugrasana.
स्वपाणिभ्यां दृढं धृत्वा जानुपरि शिरोन्यसेते आसनोग्रमिदं प्रोक्तं भवेदनिलदीपनम्.
Inhale, rising up. We're now going to raise one knee up to the chest. The respective arm reaches in and around the knee, clasping the hands behind the back, interlacing the fingers, engaging all the three bandhas. Lock your chin to the chest, suck in the stomach, contract the perineal region. Visualize the sage Marichi Asana.
उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकं नटराजं त्रिकोणं च सुप्ताङ्गष्ठप्रसारणे.
Inhale, rising up. We're now going to lower that knee to the mat with our foot at the perineum, with the arms raised as high as possible. And then on the exhale, grabbing hold of the toes. Visualizing Swamiji, Mahamudrasana.
डावा पग की एड़ी जोई सीवन आनी लगावे सोई दक्षिण पदला बोझ पसारे तामे आनी कांक सीधारे दो उशवा ऊर्ध सो धरे तिन सो फेरी अभ्यास जुकरे नासा दृष्टि आन ठहरावे महामुद्र नाम सो पावे.
Okay, inhale, rising up. We're going to switch sides to the opposite leg, back to Asana. Raise the opposite knee up to the chest. Bring the respective arm in and around the knee. Interlacing the fingers behind the back with all three bandhas engaged, Asana.
उत्तानपादं क्रौञ्चं च मरीचिं वीरभद्रकं नटराजं त्रिकोणं च सुप्ताङ्गष्ठप्रसारणे.
Inhale, rising up, lowering that knee to the mat. Inhale, with the arms up, grabbing hold of the toes, engaging all the three bandhas, Mahamudrasana.
डावा पग की एड़ी जोई सीवन आने लगावे सोई दक्षिण पादला बोझ पसारे तामे आने कांक सीधारे दो उशवा ऊर्ध्व सो धरे तिन सो फेरी अभ्यास जुकरे नासा दृष्टि आन ठहरावे महामुद्र नाम सो पावे.
Inhale, rising up, we're going to bring the soles together, heels under the body, hands holding the feet, engaging Uddiyana Mula Bandha, gazing through the third eye, visualizing Kala Bhairava. Bhadrasana 1.
गुल्फौ तु वृषणास् नस्याध सीवन्या पार्श्वयोक्षिपेत् पादपार्श्वे तु पाणिभ्यां दृढं बद्ध्वा सुनिश्चलं भद्रासनं भवेदेतत् सर्वव्याधिविशापहम्.
From here, extend the feet slightly, bringing the soles, toes together with the heels apart, hands on the knees, gazing at the nose, engaging the Uddiyana Mula Bandha, Gavali Pavasana.
पूर्व चरपट चौक कहियो सोई वाही विधि यो कीजी सोई यमे एडि भिन्नं जुराशे अंगुल 8 अंतरो राशे विभुग कंठ कूप मेठानो नासा अग्रदृष्टि कोठानो.
Inhale, arms up, and on the exhale, coming forward, feet are near the body, heels wide apart, holding the soles, exhaling, bring the elbows to the ground, gazing at the nose, engaging Uddiyana Mula Bandha, visualizing Yoni Mandala, Joni Asana.
दो पग थली संपुट करे एडी में ढुके डिंग धरे धरे अर्ध हाथ को अंतर राशे लिलाट पग थलियां ऊपर दाशे दसो आंगुरी अग्र मिलावे फना अग्र परले पहरवे कहूँ नीलो भू परिकर दाशे नली कहूँ नी मिलिवा राशे समकरी राशे सकल शरीर नासा दृष्टि लगावे धीर मुशमा रग सोवाई गहे आसक्त हो ये तहा लौ रहे.
Inhale, rising up, we're going to bring the heels together, toes apart. Now extend the arms out to the sides, over the knees. We're going to come down and bring the palms onto the floor. Engaging Uddiyana Mula Bandha, visualizing Swamiji, Midaki Bhavasana 1.
पूरब विधि परिपग थली संपुट शोल एडी मिली राशे एड्यासु माहिली कान्य गुल दो आतरे लिलाट धरती लगावे हाथ दो ऊ गोड़ा ऊपरी लगावा अडवाई रक्षा परा पसारे हथेली अंगुली धरती राशे दृष्टि नासा अग्र.
Inhale, rising up. We're going to exhale and bring the arms between the thighs and the shin, palms facing upwards. The nose is brought as close to the ground as possible, with your toes touching the throat. Engaging the Uddiyana Mula Bandha, gazing at the nose, visualize Sadashiva, Siddha Samadhi Asana.
दो पग थली संपुट करे सोले मेढ आग में धरे अंगुल 8 आंतरो राशे एडी को ऐसे विधिदाशे आने हाथ पगा के माही कौहनी सहित कलाया ताई आम्हा साम्हा कर पुनि दोई भूपर राशे सुधा सोई फना दो ऊ आगाने करे नासा को भू ऊपरी धरे पाद अंगुष्ठा कंठ लगावे नासा अग्रदृष्टि बहरावे.
Inhale, rising up. We're going to bring the heels together by the body, toes apart, opening the feet like a book. Elbows on the knees, engaging Uddiyana Mula Bandha, gazing through the third eye, visualizing Swamiji, Chinaki Pavasana.
दो पगा की एडी धरती मगिवा मेढ लगावे पगथली महिली कौर अंगूठा की सधी सुधी जोड़े बारिली कौर फना शुल्या राशे कहन्या की माहिली संधि गोड़ा उपरि राशे हाथा की अंगुली पिष्टि धरती टेके अंगूठा अग्र छीदो धरती लगावे अगुल्या का अग्र माही का निराशे दृष्टि नासा अग्र आसन को गुण नाग पवन बंध होई.
Coming right up, we're going to bring the soles together, hands on the knees, pressing the knees down as close to the mat as possible, gazing in your inner space, visualizing Swamiji Chapata Chokasana.
चरपट चोखासना. दो पगथली संपुट धारे आंगाने कर जारे पसारे गोड़ा भूसौ लगता राशे हाथ दो उगोड़ा परिदाशे आशी माहिली उपरि ठाने गोड़ा दावी भूमि परिताने दृष्टि त्रिकुटी राशे गोई चरपट चौक कहावे सोई.
From here, we're going to lift the heels off the ground with the toes touching the mat, knees wide apart, hands are placed on the knees in Bindu Mudra, thumb and index finger joined together, engaging the Uddiyana Mula Bandha, visualizing Kala Bhairavasana.
गुल्फौ सम्पीड्य चान्योन्यं व्युत्क्रमेणोत्थितं शनैः जान्वो पार्श्वगतौ हस्तौ दण्डवद् भैरवासनम्.
From here, we're going to bring one heel to the perineum and we're going to bring the opposite foot to the chest, to the center of the chest, holding the foot with both hands, engaging Uddiyana Mula Bandha, gazing through the third eye, visualizing Swamiji, Samanasana.
समानासनमावक्ष्ये सिद्धमन्त्रादिसाधनात् एकपादमुरौ दत्वा गुह्योऽन्यल्लिङ्गवक्त्रके एतद्वीरासनं नाथ समानासनसंज्ञकम् इत्याकृत्य जपेन्मन्त्रं धृत्वा वायुं चतुर्दले.
Now with that same foot, we're going to bring the leg over the shoulder. Okay, and extend the other leg out in front of you. Engaging Mula and Uddiyana Bandha, gazing through the third eye, visualizing Swamiji, Apanasana.
केवलं पादमेकं च स्कन्धे चारोप्य यत्नतः एकपादेन गगने तिष्ठेत् दण्डवत् प्रभो अपानासनमेतद्धि सर्वेषां पूरकाश्रयं कृत्वा सूक्ष्मे शीर्षपद्मे समारोप्य ववायुभिः तदा सिद्धो भवेन्मर्त्यः प्राणापानसमागमः अपानासनयोगेन कृत्वा योगेश्वरो भुवि.
Switching sides now, back to Samanasana. We're going to bring one foot to the perineum and the opposite foot brought to the center of the chest. Samanasana.
समानासनमावक्ष्ये सिद्धमन्त्रादिसाधनात् एकपादमुरौ दत्वा गुह्योऽन्यल्लिङ्गवक्त्रके एतद्वीरासनं नाथ समानासनसंज्ञकम् इत्याकृत्य जपेन्मन्त्रं धृत्वा वायुं चतुर्दले.
Now bringing that same leg over the shoulder, hands on the mat, opposite foot raised up towards the sky, Apanasana.
केवलं पादमेकं च स्कन्धे चारोप्य यत्नतः एकपादेन गगने तिष्ठेत् दण्डवत् प्रभो अपानासनमेतद्धि सर्वेषां पूरकाश्रयं कृत्वा सूक्ष्मे शीर्षपद्मे समारोप्य ववायुभिः तदा सिद्धो भवेन्मर्त्यः प्राणापानसमागमः अपानासनयोगेन कृत्वा योगेश्वरो भुवि.
From here, we're going to stack stacking one knee over the other, moving into Gomukhasana. Heels are by the hips, palms are clasped on the knees, engaging Mula Bandha, contracting the perineal region, gazing through the third eye. We're going to visualize a cow's face. And from here, we have a new pranayama. So on the inhale, we're going to be hissing the breath through the teeth and exhaling through the nose. Gomukhasana.
सव्ये दक्षिणगुल्फं तु पृष्ठपार्श्वे नियोजयेत् दक्षिणेऽपि तथा सव्यं गोमुखं यथा.
And from here, grabbing hold of the big toes in prana mudra, feet away from the body. Continue hissing the breath through the teeth, engaging Uddiyana Mula Bandha, gazing through the third eye. Visualize the goddess Anasuyasana 1.
दक्षिणगोडो नीचोठाने वावोता के ऊपर आने गोड़ा संधि मिलावे भारी आड़ा पद पुनी दे संधि पसारी दो उपद के अंगुष्ठ जोई दो ऊ करते पकड़े सोई नासा दृष्टि अचल करी रहिए अनसूया आसन यह कहिए.
Now from here, hold the hands behind the back in Parushu Mudra. On the exhale, bring the chin over the knee, Trying to bring the nose as close to the mat as close to the ground as possible. Continue hissing the breath through the teeth. Engage Uddiyana Mula Bandha, visualizing goddess Anasuya, Anasuyasana 2.
जीवना गोदा की संधि उपरि डावा गोडा की संधि मिलाई राशे गोडा स्योले पगथल्यालो आडवाई सुधा राशे हाथास्यो पगा का अंगूठा पकड़े अथावा दो हाथ पाचा ने करी काकसी करे मूल द्वार पाछे काकसी राशे नासिका धरती लगावे दृष्टि नासाग्र.
Inhale, rising up. We're going to bring the top knee to the chest with the foot onto the floor. The hands are placed on the respective knees. Engaging Mula Bandha, gazing through the third eye. Visualize Garuda, the eagle, hissing the breath through the teeth. Garudasana 3.
डावो पग मोड़ी एडी माहिलो गुल्फ मूल द्वार नीचे दे बैसे जीमनी पगथली धरती टेकी गोडो ऊंचा उभव राशे पगथली माहिली कोर डावा गोडा अरूपीडी माहिली कानी लगावे हाथ गोडा उपरि राशे दृष्टि नासा अग्र.
Now from here, hold the hands behind the neck, elbows as close together as possible, placing it outside the raised knee. Gazing through the third eye, visualize the sage Naradasana.
पिष्टि जुवाम पगथली केरी भूपरिता ही लगावे फेरी गोडा सुधौ फणौ हे जोई दचिपाशति राशे सोई व्यहुरयो वाम पगथली जानो दचि पगथली ताप परिठानो उभे जोड़ी समता करे दाशे दक्षिण गोडा उभौ राशे.
Now we're going to bring the lower foot to the top of the raised thigh. And we're going to wrap the arm around the leg, holding the knee. The respective hand holds the big toe in Prana Mudra. Engaging Uddiyana Mula Bandha, visualizing Matsya, the fish avatar of Vishnu. And continue hissing the breath through the teeth. Matsya Pitakasana.
वामेन वामाङ्गुष्ठं तु गृहीतं मत्स्यपीठकं योनि वामेन सम्पीड्य मेढ्रादुपरि दक्षिणम्.
Now we're going to switch sides back to Gomukhasana. We're going to stack the knees, placing the palm clasped on the knees, gazing through the third eye, visualizing a cow's face, engaging the Mula Bandha, Gomukhasana.
सव्ये दक्षिणगुल्फं तु पृष्ठपार्श्वे नियोजयेत् दक्षिणेऽपि तथा सव्यं गोमुखं यथा.
Holding the big toes in Prana Mudra, feet away from the body, engaging Uddiyana Mula Bandha, gazing through the third eye, visualizing the goddess Anasuya. Continue hissing the breath through the teeth. Anasuyasana 1.
दक्षिण गोडो नीचो ठाने वावों के ऊपर आने गोडा संधि मिलावे भारी आडा पद पुने से संधि पसारी दो पद के अंगुष्ठ जोई दो करते पकड़े सोई नासा दृष्टि अचल करी रहिए अनसूया आसन यह कहिए.
Now hold the hands behind the back in Parusha Mudra. Exhale, bring the chin over the knee, nose to the ground. Engaging Uddiyana Mula Bandha, visualizing goddess Anasuya, Anasuyasana 2.
जीवना गोदा की संधि उपरि डावा गोडा की संधि मिलाई राशे गोडा स्योले पगथल्यालो आडवा ई सुधा राशे हाथा स्यो पगा का अंगूठा पकड़े अथावा दो हाथ पाचा ने करे काकसी करे मूल द्वार पाछे काकसी राशे नासिका धरती लगावे दृष्टि नासा अग्र.
Inhale, rising up, bringing the top knee to the chest, foot on the floor, hands on respective knees. Engaging Mula Bandha, gazing through the third eye, visualize Garuda, Garudasana 3.
डावो पग मोड़ी एडी माहिलो गुल्फ मूल द्वार नीचे दे वैसे जीमनी पगथली धरती टेकी गोडो ऊंचा उभव राशे पगथली माहिली कोर डावा गोडा अरूपीडी माहिली कानी लगावे हाथ गोडा उपरि राशे दृष्टि नासा अग्र.
Hold the hands behind the neck, elbows together, placed outside the knee. Engaging Uddiyana Mula Bandha, gazing through the third eye, visualize Sage Narada, Naradasana.
पिष्टि जुवाम पगथली केरी भूपरिता ही लगावे फेरी गोडा सुधौ फणौ है जोई दचि पाशति राशे सोई व्यहुरयो वाम पगथली जानो दचि पगथली तापरिठानो उभे जोड़ी समता करी दाशे दक्षिण गोडा उभौ राशे.
Now bringing the lower foot to the top of the thigh, wrapping the arms around the leg, holding the knee, respective hand holds the big toe, Prana Mudra. Engaging Ujjana Mula Bandha, visualize Matsya, fish avatar of Vishnu, Matsya Pitakasana.
वामेन वामाङ्गुष्ठं तु गृहीतं मत्स्यपीठकं योनि वामेन सम्पीड्य मेढ्रादुपरि दक्षिणम्.
Staying in the same position, we're going to twist to the raised knee with the elbow outside, placing the palm on the chin, looking to the side. Other hand is placed behind you on the mat. Matsyendrasana 2.
उदरं पश्चिमाभासं कृत्वा तिष्ठति यत्नतः नम्राङ्गं वामपादं हि दक्षजानुपरि न्यसेत् तत्र यां यं कूर्परं च यां ये करे च वक्त्रकं भुवोर्मध्ये गतां दृष्टिं पीठं मत्स्येन्द्रमुच्यते.
Now we're going to stretch the front arm to grab hold of the toes, and the back hand is placed on the ear. Engaging Ujjana Mula Bandha, gazing through the third eye, visualize a camel, Kubhasana.
आसन कौगुन झोलो जाये.
From here, the front hand is continuously holding the toes, the back hand is now placed on the ground. Looking behind you, engaging the Ujjana Mula Bandha, visualizing Matsya the fish. Matsyendrasana 1.
मत्स्येन्द्रपीठं जठरप्रदीप्तिं प्रचण्डरुग्मण्डलखण्डनास्त्रम् अभ्यासतः कुण्डलिनी प्रबोधं दण्डस्थिरत्वं हि ददाति पुंसाम्.
Switching sides, placing the other foot onto the opposite thigh. We're going to twist to the raised knee, elbows outside, placing the palm on the chin, looking to the side, and the other hand is placed on the mat behind you. Matsyendrasana 2.
उदरं पश्चिमाभासं कृत्वा तिष्ठति यत्नतः नम्राङ्गं वामपादं हि दक्षजानुपरि न्यसेत् तत्र यां यं कूर्परं च यां ये करे च वक्त्रकं भुवोर्मध्ये गतां दृष्टिं पीठं मत्स्येन्द्रमुच्यते.
Stretching the front arm, grabbing hold of the toes, and the back hand is placed on the ear. Engaging Mula Ujjana Bandha, visualizing a camel, Kubhasana.
आसन कौगुन झोलो जाये.
Now the front hand stays holding the toes, and the back hand is placed on the mat behind you. Matsyendrasana 1.
मत्स्येन्द्रपीठं जठरप्रदीप्तिं प्रचण्डरुग्मण्डलखण्डनास्त्रम् अभ्यासतः कुण्डलिनी प्रबोधं दण्डस्थिरत्वं हि ददाति पुंसाम्.
Now we're moving into Padmasana 2, so we're going to bring the feet onto the thighs. In Padmasana, engaging the Ujjana Mula Bandha, gazing through the third eye, visualize Goddess Lakshmi. Padmasana 2.
आसनं द्विविधं प्रोक्तं पद्मं वज्रासनं तथा ऊर्ध्वोरुपरि चेधत्ते उभे पादतले यथा पद्मासनं भवेदेतत् सर्वपापप्रणाशनम्.
Cross the arms, holding the big toes in Prana Mudra. Engaging the Ujjana Mula Bandha, visualize Goddess Lakshmi. Padmasana 4, gazing at the nose.
उत्तानौ चरणौ कृत्वा ऊरु संस्थौ प्रयत्नतः ऊरु मध्ये तथोत्थानौ पाणि कृत्वा तु तादृशौ नासाग्रे विन्यसे दुष्ट्रिं दन्तमूलं च जिह्वया उत्तोल्य चिबुकं वक्ष उत्थाप्य पवनं शनैः यथाशक्त्या समाकृष्य पूरयेदुदरं शनैः यथाशक्त्यैव पश्चात्तु रेचयेद विरोधतः. इदं पद्मासनं प्रोक्तं सर्वव्याधिविनाशनं दुर्लभं येन केनापि धीमता लभ्यते परम्.
Now we're going to insert the arms through the legs. Palms are spread, raising the body up off the mat. Stretching those fingers out if you need more balance. Engaging Ujjana Mula Bandha, gazing through the third eye, visualizing a rooster, Kukutasana.
पद्मासनं सुसंस्थाप्य नानूर्वोरन्तरे करौ निवेश्य भूमा वा तिष्ठेद्योमस्थ कुक्कुटासनः.
Okay, coming back down, we're actually going to now come up onto the knees. Palms are placed on the mat, fingers facing you. We're going to bring our elbows into the abdomen and leaning our body onto the elbows. Slowly lifting the knees off the mat, bringing the head up, slowly breathing through the nose. Engaging Ujjana Mula Bandha, gazing through the third eye, visualize Goddess Lakshmi, Pada Keki Asana.
धरामवष्टभ्यकरद्वयेन तत्कूर्परि स्थापितानि भपार्श्वः उच्चासनौ दण्डवदुत्थितख्ये मयूरमेतत्प्रवदन्ति पीठं मयूरं पद्मकं कुर्यात् बद्धकेकीति कथ्यते.
Now we're going to extend the legs back behind you, floating the feet off the mat, slowly breathing through the nose, Mayurasana.
अथ वक्ष्ये महादेव मयूरासनमुत्तमं भूमौ निपात्य हस्तौ द्वौ कूर्परोपरि देहकं कूर्परोपरि संस्थाप्य सर्वदेहं स्थिराश्यः केवलं हस्तयुगलं निपात्य भुवि सुस्थिरः.
Alright, from here we're going to completely start laying onto the mat, laying on the mat, bringing the forehead to the ground, clasping the hands behind the head, opening the legs and bringing the toes to the sides, slowly breathing through the nose. Sambhavi, gazing in your inner space, engage the Mula Bandha, contract the perineal region, visualize a crocodile, Makarasana.
अध्यास्य शेते हृदयं निधाय भूमौ च पादौ च प्रसार्यमाणौ शिरश्च धृत्वा करदण्डयुग्मे देहाग्निकारं मकरासनं तत्.
Now placing the hands on the ground underneath the shoulders, we're going to raise the legs off the mat with our legs together. Visualizing a lokas, gazing through the third eye, Salabhasana.
अध्यास्य शेते करयुग्मवक्षो भूमिमवष्टभ्य करयोस्तलाभ्यां पादौ च शून्ये च वितस्ति चोर्ध्वं वदन्ति पीठं शलभं मुनीन्द्राः.
Now from here we're going to press the heels to the buttocks, lifting the chest, squeezing the abs, engaging the Mula Bandha, gazing through the third eye. Visualize a camel, Ustrasana.
अध्यास्य शेते पदयुग्मव्यस्तं पृष्ठे निधायापि धृतं कराभ्याम् आकुञ्चयेत् सम्यग्गुदरास्य गाढ मुष्ट्रं च पीठं योगिनो वदन्ति.
Now hands are holding the respective feet. We're going to raise the chest and thighs off the mat, balancing on the lower belly. Engaging the Mula Bandha, that is contracting the perineal region, gazing through the third eye. Visualize yourself as a bow. Dhanurasana 2.
प्रसार्य पादौ भुवि दण्डरूपौ करो च पृष्ठे धृतपादयुग्मं कृत्वा धनुस्तुल्य विवर्तिताङ्गं निगद्य योगी धनुरासनं तत्.
Alright, and from here we're going to come up and sit on the heels, palms on the respective knee. Gazing through the third eye, visualizing Swamiji, Bhagasana 1.
उल्टा मोड़ी पावदो उवैसे बहुरौ जुगति करे इक ऐसे पावन माहिला गुलफजु हो कुला पाशतीला वैसो पिष्टि पगथल्या की पुनिजोई हाथा सो मोडे वह सोई ताको जंघ निकेट लियवे तासो तिनकी पिष्टि लगावे अंगुरी दोय पगा की जोई मेढु ऊपरी आने सोई हाथ दो घोड़ा परिराशे दृष्टि त्रिकुटी मध्य दाशे.
From here we're going to hold opposite elbows and then we're going to place them onto the mat in front of us, interlacing and then interlace the fingers. We're going to bring the crown of the head onto the mat. Getting ready for an inverted posture. We're going to support the back of the head with our hands, tuck the toes and press the hips up. And it helps to actually walk your feet in as close to the body as possible, aligning your hips over the shoulders and slowly raise your legs off the mat. Lifting one foot to the chest, then the other. Engaging the Uddiyana Mula Bandha, gazing at the nose, Gohyasana.
दो हाथ की कहूनी जोई पुनिह कलाई जाने दोई पिष्टि अंगुरया की पुन जानो ये सबले भू ऊपर ठानो उभे कलाई जुड़वा राशे तिन परि आनी सीस पर दाशे या विधि आसन करे कपारी नासा दृष्टि रहे स्थिरधारी पीडी जंघ मिलावे दोई येडी कूला राशे भोई गोडा चिबुक अग्रे लगावे आसन गोही नाम कहावे.
Now maintaining the base and core, we're going to extend the feet up towards the sky. Engaging the Uddiyana and Mula Bandha, gazing through the third eye, Shishyasana.
विपरीतं मण्डलं च द्विधैव विदितं हिनः दण्डासनं द्विधा प्रोक्तं विपरीतोपवेशने सर्वाङ्गशीर्षभागास्तु षट्षष्टिप्रथितास्तु ते.
Bringing the legs down, we're moving into Podhyasana. So now we have Rudra sitting in the seated position. We're going to extend the legs up in 45 degrees. Thighs are close to the chest, hands holding the calves, head is brought to the knees. Podhyasana. Rapidly breathing through the nose.
दो हाथ पग बाहर आने, गोड़ा तरे कांकसी ठाने, अंगुष्ठ पिंडली लगता धरे, चरण उभे आकाश दिशि करे, पिष्टि सकूला धरती लावे, उदर संकोची ऊर्ध्व ठहरावे, गोड़ा शीस भितंभन करे, यह विधि पोड्या आसन धरे.
Placing the hands on the opposite shoulders, keeping the legs at a 45-degree angle, Parigrasana.
उत्तानं शयनं कृत्वा पादौ मिलित्वा प्रसार्य नितम्बं भूमौ स्पृष्ट्या हस्ताभ्यां कन्धरा बद्ध्वा कुम्भकं कृत्वा तिष्ठेत् परिघासन भवति.
Trying to maintain the legs if you can. We're going to bring the forearms to the ground now. Nokasana.
उत्तान शयनं कूर्पराभ्यां भूमिवश् तभ्यहस्तौ नितम्बं निधाय शिर ऊरु जङ्घापादान् दण्डवत् धारयेत् नौकासनं भवति.
That one really works the abs. We're going to sit up and bring the soles together, feet to the chest. Sambhavi gazing in your inner space, engaging all three bandhas. Visualize Rudra, Rudrasana 2.
रुद्रासना. पगथली संपुट करी हाथस्यौ पग ऊंचाई, पगा का अंगूठा दो उलेवु, परली कानी तालवे, पछे दो हाथ पगा माहे, करी नीचे करी चीरे आनी, पगा की आगल्या पर कांकसी दृष्टि नासाग्र.
Second last asana of the sequence. We're going to lay on the back. Then we're going to raise our hips off the mat, trying to grab the ankles, raising the hips as high as possible, gazing through the third eye, engaging the Jalandhara, Bandha and Mulabandha. Unmukha 1.
ऊर्ध्वे च जनुनी कृत्वा शवितोर्ध्वमुखं तथा उत्थाप्य हस्तौ तिष्ठेतु पीठ उन्मुख नामके.
Okay, now we're going to bring the hips down, completely relaxing on the mat. Last asana, Shivasana. Completely relaxing, continuously chanting internally Om Paramashivoham and slowly breathing through the nose, bringing awareness to every cell of the body. Shivasana.
अथ शवासनं उत्तानं शववत् भूमौ शयनं तु शवासनं शवासनं श्रान्तिहरं चित्तविश्रान्तिकारकम्.
So we're going to be lying in Shivasana for a minute or two, allowing the energy to circulate all around the body.
Paramashivoham. Om Paramashivoham. Om Paramashivoham. Om Paramashivoham.
Okay, now we can start to wiggle your fingers and toes, rotating the wrists and the ankles. When you're ready, coming up into a comfortable seated position, head, neck and spine straight. Hands in front of the heart center in Namaskara Mudra. We will now close with the Purna Mantra.
Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nityananda Paramashivam Padukarpanamastu. Om Nityanandam.
Thank you everyone. Nityanandam.